Hey guys, so no script, no nothing, just me, World of Warcraft, a little bit of tea, and a conversation. So, Jade. So the Pokemon anime, right? Pokemon anime is about to stop, right? And I was thinking, what would be a good continuation, a next episode for Pokemon? And everybody was always like, Ash Ketchum is always 10 years old. We want to see an older, more experienced Ash Ketchum, right? One that has grown up, maybe have kids of his own. So my idea is this. May not be very fan favorite or something, but yeah, you can't please everyone, right? So we are entering the show, and it shows Pallet Town from an aerial view, right? And Jade, and it goes right to the house of Ash Ketchum, right? And it zooms into the house, and you see a child of 10 years old waking up, realizing that, oh shit, I'm too late. I'm too late to go to Professor Oak, right? And then all of a sudden, the door opens from the bedroom, and in comes an older Ash. An Ash who has become a dad, right? Father Ash. And Ash married some person, just a girl that nobody knows, right? It's just a random person, a new person, no person that he has traveled with, no Misty, no one. And he says, like, you're too late. I remember when I was young, when I got my first Pokemon, and I was too late. All the Pokemons were given. I couldn't get a Charmander. I couldn't get a Bulbasaur. I couldn't get a Squirtle. But I got a Pikachu instead. But that was a miracle on its own. So they go to Professor Oak, and he guessed it, all the Pokemon were gone. No Charmander, no Squirtle, no Pikachu, no nothing. Ash had no. Professor Oak had nothing, right? So Ash says to his son or daughter, like, hey, not all is lost. I have a lot of Pokemon myself. Some I freed, and others I kept. And so, you can take your pick. I can give you a Pokemon that was near and dear to me. And we go from there, you know? The child could pick a Taurus out of the how many he caught in the Safari Zone back then. The child could take a Muck. The child could take a anything really, right? Or they could do something else. That's even better. I just came up with that. They could do something better. So he goes with Charizard and the child. They fly to the nearest city with a market. They grab some Pokeballs. They grab a Pokemon, a few Pokemon. Ash grabs some Pokemon of his own, and together with the child, they go into the world and try to find a suitable Pokemon for the child to begin with. A Weedle, a Pidgey, or a Caterpie. Could be an Nidoran, male or female, doesn't matter. It could be anything, right? They could do so many things, like Ash taking that child to Mount Moon to get a Clefairy. Actually, fun fact. The idea for Pokemon was that Clefairy would have been the main Pokemon, like the mascot, right? So Clefairy would have been the mascot if Pikachu wasn't so popular. So what they could do is go to Mount Moon, catch a Clefairy, and that kid walks around with a Clefairy all the time. They could do that instead. Would be amazing, actually. Imagine your first Pokemon being Clefairy. And knowing the move Metronome. That could have been OP at some points and very, very unreliable at others. Actually, it should always be unreliable, but it could be OP in certain moments. Dang. So, yeah. Point is, Ash grew up and has a child, and he goes to catch the first Pokemon with that child, and then goes to the nearest city, gives a heart-to-heart, like you're going to on a journey right now, like I had back in my day. You're going to meet a lot of people. You're going to meet a lot of friends. You'll make enemies, like Team Rocket, who in the end turned good, right? They weren't inherently evil. They grew up just like Ash did in those years. And Ash says, like, whatever you do, you can always put your faith in your Pokemon. Through thick and thin, through sickness and health, you and your Pokemon. With your Pokemon, you can't go wrong. So that's my idea, right? Ash grown up, having kids, having a conversation with that kid when he or she goes on their journey. You know, that would be so amazing. I'd like to see that. And that at times that the child is having trouble with certain things, he or she can always call Ash, her father or his father. Like, you know, that I'm in a pickle. Like, I'm lost and I don't know where to go. And then Ash gives a tip like, hey, your new Pokédex has a GPS thingy, so use that. Or ask your Pokemon if you have any flying Pokemon to fly around. Look for things like houses or lights or anything. Could be amazing. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to say. I really hope that they're gonna do something with Ash in the background. Not as they did this time. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.